Hello, Community Bible Church. Welcome to another edition of A Verse a Day, our online daily Bible study. I hope that you're having a good week here. It's Wednesday, so that means we're having a Awanas and youth group out at our church tonight. So really, any teenager is invited to a youth group. Any of the younger kids, 5th grade and under, are invited out to Awanas. We have a wonderful group of volunteers and kids and all. It's just an exciting place here on Wednesday nights. So if you're anywhere in Hernando and you have any kids, come on, be a part of that. But hey, let's get into 1 John 3:10. It says, "By this it is evident who are the children of God and who are the children of the devil. Whoever does not practice righteousness is not of God, nor is the one who does not love his brother." All right, so this is kind of a summary statement. If you have a Bible like I do that kind of puts together things in paragraphs, not verse by verse, but in the paragraphs, this is the last verse of the paragraph. So it kind of is the concluding thought here, and then it transitions over to the next thought, which is really kind of included at the end of the verse here, which we'll get into in just a moment. But this summary is that we have been talking the last several days about how to know who's a child, if you're a child of God or if you're not, and it's very black and white, as we talked about, that you either are doing righteousness. If you are, then you are of God. If you are not doing righteousness, then you are a child of the devil. Follow after the devil, and this is what it is. By this it is evident. This is the evidence. If you are a child of God, who is it? Or the devil? Whoever does not practice righteousness is not of God. It's that simple. And so you might say, well, I'm a good person. I'm a good, I try to do my best and things like that. But the fact of the matter, if you are not practicing righteousness, not just avoiding the most unrighteous sins, right? Not just saying, well, I'm not a murderer. That's not practicing righteousness. That's just avoiding jail time. So here he's saying, whoever does not practice righteousness, go forward doing positive actions, following God's commands, following God's law, by obeying his word and loving your brother. Now, what's interesting here, and where I'll focus in, and this kind of leads us into the next paragraph of 1 John chapter 3, and what we will be talking over really the next probably week or two, it is, "Nor is the one who does not love his brother." He makes a pretty profound statement here that the one who is practicing righteousness ought to also be loving his brother. And he puts them really on equal status here, that you have to, if you are a child of God, you need to be practicing righteousness and also loving your brother. They go hand in hand. Now, typically in human nature, we want to elevate, and you'll see it even today, we'll elevate one over the other. For some of us, if you grew up like I did in a pretty conservative, sometimes legalistic atmosphere, you'll put practicing righteousness above that of loving others. And so as long as, I'll love them as long as they dress the right way, behave the right way, listen to the right music, don't have any weird colors in their hair and things like that. And so we'll kind of elevate practicing righteousness, if you kind of come from my background. On the opposite side, and really what's really common today in secular culture, is that we will elevate the love over the practice of righteousness. And we'll say, well, as long as we have love for them, and we don't have to call them out, we don't have to live righteous, as long as we are just loving, the righteousness doesn't matter anymore. And that's not right either one of those extremes. They are brought together, they are supposed to go hand in hand, that we ought to be practicing righteousness and loving each other. And so that's the idea that we're going to be looking at really over several verses. I haven't counted them out there, but I'm guessing it'll be another week or two as we just go on one verse a day. But that's what I have for you guys today. Hope that you have a wonderful Wednesday afternoon, and I'll see you here tomorrow.